arch of those rockets affects the arch of the flying. Okay, well, that was interesting flight, but what I think I found even more excellent is it was able to self-right itself after getting stuck in a tree and balance itself with that balancing mechanism it's got going on. Now let's see if I can get it out of the kind of little cliff. Ooh, oop, oop, oop. Let it balance itself. I guess it made noises. It's unhappy. You know what? We're stuck. Okay, so I think I like this one. This has got promise, so let's keep this one in mind. A lot to learn from this one. Great leg motion. Those legs are moving fast. They're those double hinged ones, very much like that first one, that very small one. They're not only hinged and moving in 360, but hinged up top too. I think that just gives it more rigidity, balance, motion. I don't know. Giving it more rocking and more weight rocking in the way it needs to rock like real legs move, so that better explains it if anything. Good design, I like. Mandrix, 2 good designs so far. You definitely are the bot master, I would have to say so far, sir. Okay, we looked at this one earlier. This is the one that came up under Walker Mech, right? In fact, this is the one that's just, the motion is very similar. It's hinged in the back and the front, just like these legs are. So these two have some things in common, and things to learn from. Well, okay, we'll try this one. Working Mech by BL Davis 003. This one works. It's got a problem or two that maybe I can figure out, but I like how it's very just clean and basic. It's using mostly bricks for everything, and crazy. It's got a weird little pose going on, and it looks like it wants to fall over, and it does eventually and cause a little lag, so that's one problem. But check this leg motion out. We're getting up some speed. I mean, pretty decent, and you know, that's respectable. Oops, don't want the hatch up. 2. What is 2? 2 seems to walk slower. I wonder if the 2 combine to a turbo walk. Yes. I can even get faster. Now, it seems like to me like it would fall over. I wonder if it's got some, and I don't see it anywhere, sensors that would auto sense that it needs to correct. Nope. But something like this one's leg. Whoa! Wow! Whoa, don't go in the canyon. The leg motion is really interesting. How fast it is. It's walking uphill now. What do 3 and 4 do? Oh wow, the claw and power gun fist. Alright, so an interesting mech. It's got a few problems, but it's also got a lot of interesting things going on. I love how it moves so fast. With a full, I mean, this could be fleshed in more. Maybe, I think problems here is it needs to be more stable, flat on the bottom. Maybe with those pivoting feet. Be great here. So, alright. Okay, Working Mech by your crazy pumpkin king gamer. YouTube. Hey dude, if you're on YouTube, what's up? Give me a holla. Holla, 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 holla. This is a little different, not typical. Of course, using the glitch mod to move around. Got some lights. It's got some guns. Okay. So 2 is the movement. What is 3? That's weird. Now it just moves the gun forward. Okay, now forward, this is interesting. 3 on, I can control the gun, so it's like if you're stationary. I want it to become a gun platform. You push this button and then you can pivot and turn and, of course, you know, shoot gun all day. Not this button, the other button. You're like, he's right there in front of me. He's a little more to the side of me. Yeah, that works really well. Alright, let's check out some of the motion. And why were the... Okay, let's... Yeah, what is that? Turn the switch off. I guess that's in the back. What does that do if they're in the back? Pushes it a little. Interesting. Let's turn it on. Turn on my strict follow camera here. This thing wants to rotate. There we go. Thing's got great motion, I gotta say. You know, the guns don't seem to be making it any faster, but I wonder if maybe you were stuck on something very steep. If that might help. We're making good speed up this hill. I'm pretty impressed with this one. The footing, the feet in this game, getting friction. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's keep going here. Wow, that is really interesting. Okay, this is really good design, I gotta say. Nice design. Crazy Pumpkin Gamer. Word. Good design. Good design. I do like that. Things to learn. But I want to show this one because this one's got some interesting things with the hands that you need to see. So let's hop in the cockpit. Look at that cockpit. It's a little ornate. Didn't need all that, see, because as soon as it slides out, you can see it. But okay. A lot of stuff going on here. It's got a pokey engine. It's like it's almost got the basic scrapper engine. Or engine on one. But that's not really what I want to show. Here's some of the, check this out. Arm motion. Good arm motion. It's also got 5 and 6, which are more arm motion. That arm. So you get it where you want it. You get it a little more precise. It's got a claw. It's got an extender and claw. Really tight. I gotta say. That could be weaponized, but even the claw itself, I think, is really cool. If you're fighting another mech, you might be like, get over here! You're like, grab. Get him and pull him in, right? Who knows? But I like that. That's really cool. So 7. I pressed 7 by accident. 7 was the other arm. 9 and 10 are its arm controls. And then 7 and 8 is what it does. So it's got like a little punchy fist. Boom. 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 Both of these arms suffer from the same problem my piston claw suffer from, is that the weight, something's not quite right. The weight just makes them sag, or something, there's not enough bearing resistance, I guess you could say. But some really great ideas on this one that I thought were worth taking a look at. That's another thing I didn't get about this one is 2 ways in and out. And I'm a little confused. But hey, there's some interesting things here to learn as well. That was by Force Games, FG Mech. Next one is the Partisan Mech. Again, another one from Battletech, I think. Maybe not. I think it is, by Mandrix. It's gotta be, right? This is the 3rd one by Mandrix. Mandrix, you definitely seem to be the bot master, my friend. So let's take a look. I love the look. All 3 of his have just got that right look to them so far. Just everything's right about them. This one might be a little harder to get into. Let me see. Okay. Ooh, one closes the hatch after I've already gotten up with lights. So the leg motion here, I think this one's got more looks than effectiveness. It's slow, but it looks good. It's really working well. I mean, it's got great balance. I think having those thick legs in comparison with the upper bit is very important here. 2 with the turret, 2 is up, 3 must be down, yep, and then 4 must shoot. Again, this is also a good one ready to go. Hell, it's basically a deployable turret with motion. And I mean, it's not bad, honestly. It's not bad motion. It's a little slow, but everything works so good here. I gotta say, it's so balanced. I like it.
I like it a lot.
I like this one. Mandrix, third good design. We almost want to start playing Battletech again. Next one is Destruction Mech by 83U Flyer. This is a big boy doing some balancing. Okay. One closes it. Interesting when you turn. I don't know if the arms are turning to help balance weight or if they're just turning because they're so heavy. A lot of bricks going on there. Okay. I don't think this mech has any business flying, but there it was. Hold on, let's see what else it does. And also farts. Okay. Can it move with leg power? Alright, once it gets going, it can actually. It gets a little stuck. I wonder if that's those big arms. Maybe something's dragging. But if he's farting while walking, boy, he can really even get up that uphill. Even makes a difference. No farting uphill. He's going along pretty good clip. Sure if there was any noticeable. If it was small. But that's what kills me. Hold on. You gotta be kidding me. For all the weight up top, it's got small legs and even smaller feet. Big, big, big hands. Yeah, I'm scared to even do that. It loses. Maybe if he farts instead. See, now this might be helping here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Looks like you get unstable there. A little bit gas. Too much gas. Oh, there we go. That's a pretty steep uphill climb, I gotta say. I'll give it that. And it's got balancing. That's a plus. The ones that have balancing seem to have there's a lot to learn from this one too. I gotta say, it's some weird design choices, but being so top heavy with such small feet. And I do think feet that have some kind of pivot point bearing so they get flat at maybe 1 or 2 points on the feet really would help. But again, this is got a couple, if I can get out of it. Can I get out of you? A couple of good positive things I like about it. It's got good motion. It's able to move at a good clip. Go uphill, obviously. And it doesn't fly so well, but I think, again, that flying bit is just to kind of keep it flat if it's on something very steep or unstable. So 83U Flyer. The next one is Walking Mecha by Lauren. I like this one because this one is much in the realm of Mandrix, who designed 3 we've looked at. This one is very much like a battle mech. Lauren has this in a great pose. And I love the feet. I love the angles on the piston, just enough to turn those pieces to make it look like toes. It's a bit slow. 1 just kind of locks you in. Alright, 2 raises that one and grips. You could probably put a gun on there instead of the fake gun it has, and even a button to make it fire, so you could weaponize this one pretty easily. On that side as well. Again, that could also be turned into a more effective gun, and still have claws. The claws can maybe be made a little more effective, a little faster. I don't know. It's got so many awesome things. It looks tough. It just looks thick. Know what I mean? Look at it.
Ayo, I don't look thick until I turn around, check.
It seems stable too. I gotta say, it's very, you know. I say stable. I'm trying to get it caught in a weird position, and it wants to do some weird rocking. Maybe caught in its loop, its controllers. But again, that's good. Just a little slow. I think it's because it's got limited leg movement. You can see it there. I love the double shocks in the legs and sport and off-road. Just looks sharp. Good build. Good build. Again, there's lots to learn from this one. Oh no. And this one could use one or two things that we've seen in others, such as that auto balancing trick with the sensors. I think if this one had that, the auto balancing sensors, and if the legs had more mobility and were quicker in their motion, or if maybe this one just farted like the big red one did. Again, I'm really liking a lot of these. I went through a lot that weren't likable, so save you guys and gals some of the trouble. It's kind of like thinning out the herd for me. So the next two designs are both by Moonbow. It's a stone mining mech and his tree harvesting mech. And both sets of legs basically have the same movement, but they're totally different leg designs. Like you flip between them, there's a lot of similarities from the waist down, even the cockpits maybe. In fact, they both use the big storage containers for weight balance in the back is a great idea. Makes them both effective for what they do. So let's take a look. I want to make a bot, find a good design for a bot that actually does combat. I don't know if I can. Oh, this is so cool. Dude, Moonbow, this is just. I feel like I'm in something that's like thick, solid. You know, like I'm not gonna pick on car brands, but you know when you're like in a cheap car and it's just like light, flippity floppity, and doesn't handle well, and you feel like you punched it hard enough, it might just fall apart like a cartoon. And then you get in like a good car, not always necessarily an expensive car, but a good car, good solid car that feels solid, handles good, looks good. That's how I feel about both of these mechs by Moonbow, quite honest. This leg motion is just superior. How it works too, it's got pistons that shoot it up just enough to allow it to get a much bigger swing of those really big feet, which get good traction. Now, going up a hill is, I think the problem with it going uphill here, it's doing it. Stop turning it. I don't know that there's any problem. So this one's made totally to reach out and grab a tree and saw it up. Obviously not while moving, but I'm just seeing if it's got combat capabilities. So if you press 8, it's turning the claws. I think, what is it, 3? Yeah, move. That's nice. You get a little punch action. Yeah, 2 brings the other one. I want to bring the right claw down a little bit. Maybe not turn into the water. Alright, so 0 is moving the arm on the right a little bit. But I thought I had them all aligned. Oh, that does it. There we go. Claw, claw. Hold the tree still. Don't be walking. And he's got the blade positioned so well so it takes it right at the bottom. I mean, just totally. See how that aligns? That's really swift. Thanks, Moonbow. This is a great creation. Great movement in the legs. I love it. I love the color. I like the neon kind of lime green. Kind of like that myself. It looks tight. All right, the other one, the stone building mech. The reason I'm showing this one, it's a little different in one respect of, if you're mining and pushing against the mine, they push back, and he's got them on shocks, which helps. But sometimes they just get very violent, especially when they're breaking apart. So he's got, and he's got also where you can position them both down if the rocks are low, which is brilliant. He's got the collapsing box that goes down, so it can pick them up a little easier as you walk over them. But what I think is cool was 8. Where is it? Yeah, W. Where's the top turbo? I'm trying to figure out which one does that. 1. So yeah, while you're walking. So I don't know that it needs the turbo, but maybe it does. Maybe that's how he gets a little more speed up with this one. A turbo running on a low burn, or engine, booster engine, thrust engine running on a low burn, that's not too consuming of mats, and that could be done in survival. But this bit here, I mean, it's almost making it does kind of almost fly, but the reason that Mundo has it, I like how this also could right itself. A little bit of 2 and 3 action, push itself back up. The reason he has it is when you're in fight, bouncing off those mines, those bricks, they push back, and sometimes pushing with W forward with thrust lets you stay better positioned against the rock that you're mining, such as this. Right? Drills can be effective. I love that bit too. That's really sweet. So you can walk over and get clearance, and then lower it down if you need to for stuff that's just a little bit off. Moonbow, thank you for 2 great designs. So a lot of great designs today to look at and contemplate for me to try to get some ideas to try to replicate some of these ideas in my own survival battle mech. Again, I don't want a mech for mining or wood clearing. Kind of want one for combat, but some of the ones built for harvesting materials, such as this one, have some of the better motion and better just feel. I mean, this feels like a solid brick, and it's just looks neat. Like 2 Gatling cannons on here instead, without some of the added weight on the back. This build and frame could just be a nimble, like, death bot, which I'm sure Moonbow knows about too. If you didn't already, Moonbow, take that idea, my friend. Throw some Gatlings on these fists. Look like some sensory Gatling cannons or something like that. If anything comes within range of 20 and you aim at it, it shoots. Auto fire or something cool. Hell, I'm going to try. How about that? I'm going to try that idea. So yeah, that's why I was looking at Mechs and Walkers today. Get ideas for my own. I hope you enjoyed some of these great examples from the Steam Workshop. Tell me what you think in the comments below, maybe what your favorite was, or if there's one that I missed that maybe I should look at. Again, I'm just looking at ones for survival, so ones that are more vanilla, no mods, of course, to run, what I would want to get and use. If you know of one that I missed, let me know in the comments. If you liked this video and enjoyed seeing these reviews, give me a like. If you want to see some more videos from Dread, give me a subscribe, and I'll see you next time.